What's going on, everybody? I am back with another Prize Picks MLB player props video. This one going to be breaking it down, giving you guys 5 picks to get you winning some money over here on Prize Picks. As always, if you haven't checked out Prize Picks, would highly recommend you check them out, guys. It is a player props website and app where you can win money off of picking the over and under on things like player strikeouts, first inning runs allowed, pitcher fantasy score, pitches thrown, etc. Go ahead and use that promo code KJK DFS to receive an instant match on your first deposit up to $100 today. Again, that is code KJK DFS. Go to lock that in. Get that free money offer. Start winning some money over here on Prize Picks with these picks today, guys. And if you are going to be very serious, would highly recommend you check out my premium content packages. I do offer Prize Picks MLB packages. Do also offer Underdog MLB packages, WNBA packages, and the NFL will be coming up soon. I'll have those posted, and you get access to the VIP member package, which I would highly recommend. Made a bunch of money in there last night. Again, man, the VIP has just been on fire. If you can sign up today, it's well worth it. If you want to wait till the first, you're going to get access to the NFL, the MLB, the WNBA, all sports, all apps, all at once, every single pick. So that is well worth the value. Honestly, you're going to make your money back very quickly. So I'd recommend you get in there as soon as you can. I keep hearing that from every single person that's joined. You make your money back quickly. People are promoting it for me in my Discord, just saying, like, you got to join the VIP. So I'm happy helping them out with that. And we got a great community over there. So check that out if you're interested. And if you enjoyed this content, would be greatly appreciated if you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. We went 4-1 yesterday. Unfortunately, Corey Kluber let us down, but we're on a 4-1 run, looking to stay hot in this one. And 4-1's pretty good. If you're mixing and matching these picks, you should have been very profitable. If you went with the 5-man flex, the big one, well, that means you have a high-risk, high-reward tolerance. And if you didn't realize that that's how you're playing, you're going to hit big ones, but you're also going to lose a lot. So if you're playing that way, don't be mad at me when things go south, if someone gets hurt or something like that. That's just the way you're playing. If you're mixing and matching, you're mitigating your risk. 4-1 would have made you a lot of profit. So it's up to you how you want to play these picks, but I got 5 for you. They're free. And like I said, going to be trying to get 200 likes on these videos. If you could hit that like button, that'd be awesome. So let's talk about it. So let's go game by game as we always do. In the first game I'm going to talk about is going to be the Atlanta Braves taking on the Pittsburgh Pirates. So we're going to talk about Mr. Kyle Wright because he gets to take on a K-happy Pittsburgh Pirates squad today. And he's got some really good K stuff across the board. Going ahead and sorting my sheet by swinging strike rate to see how Kyle Wright fares. He has a 23.7% K rate overall with a 12.1% swing strike rate. Really good swing strike stuff with a 23.2% K rate against righties and a 24% K rate against lefties. So pretty consistent across the board as far as his K rates and the splits. So we don't have to worry about that. Pittsburgh Pirates have a nice little blended lineup. They also have a lot of strikeouts within it, though. Looking at these K rates, as far as the Pittsburgh Pirates are concerned, starting from the bottom up with Heineman. He's got a low strikeout rate with only a 13% K rate, but then you get past him, 22, 30, 24, 20, 22, 24, and 26 at the top. So there are plenty of strikeouts to be had in this Pittsburgh Pirates lineup. Like I said, Kyle Wright can really strike out both sides of the plate. His K rate actually ticks up a little bit against those left-handed bats. Not an extreme measure, but then you look at the amount of lefties in the Pirates lineup. They actually have a lot of lefties in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A lot of those are switch hitters, but obviously when it's a right-handed pitcher, they're going to hit from the left-handed side of the plate. Kyle Wright does profile pretty well there against that. So pick number 1, we're going to be rocking with the over 5.5 strikeouts for Kyle Wright. That's going to be pick number 1. Now keep in mind the pitch count. Also, that's another thing that we're going to talk about. Just want to kind of check up on the pitch count as far as how long they're going to let him go into these ball games. And he's typically right around 6 innings pitched is where they're going to let him go. Pitch count, he's been 89, 96, 97, 77, 84 in this games where he was a little bit more efficient, wasn't quite getting as many Ks, but like I said, in the Pittsburgh Pirates lineup here that strikes out a ton, it's going to be right up there around 90. He's been up there towards like 100-plus pitches, and I think he just dominates this lineup today. So pick number 1, I like the over 5.5 strikeouts for Kyle Wright. Pick number 2, we're going to be kicking it on down to the later games here, and we're going to be talking about the Chicago White Sox taking on the Baltimore Orioles. We're going to talk about Lucas Giolito because he gets to take on a Baltimore Orioles squad that has a lot of left-handed bats within it, some decent K rates from the right-handed side of the plate as well, and Lucas Giolito has a nice K rate against those left-handed hitters. It ticks up in a major way. It's pretty elite. It is elite. I mean, you look at his numbers across the board. He's got a 25.9% K rate overall with a 12% swinging strike rate, 21.5% K rate against righties. That's respectable, but when things get really good it's against those left-handed bats because he takes up to a 31.8% K rate overall. That is elite. And he's going to take on a lot of lefties today in this Baltimore Orioles lineup. You see at the top, 1, 2, 3 lefties, 4, 5, 6 lefties are expected to be within this lineup. There's a lot of K-heavy righties in here as well, which should help him. And then the not-so-K-heavy lefties, with that elite strikeout rate, he should be able to strike them out at a higher clip than what they typically do strike out. Like at the top of the lineup, you have Cedric Mullins at a 14% rate, Rushman at a 15% rate, Santander at a 16% rate. That's respectable strikeout rates, but then you factor in that they're facing a guy that has a 30+% K rate against left-handed bats. He's going to be able to K some of those guys, so that's what's really appealing here. And he does have a very long leash, and we're reading off these K rates at the bottom as well. It does get pretty bad at the bottom of this Baltimore lineup. Mateo's got a 27% K rate overall, and then 23, 19, 50. No data on Vavra yet, but then 25, 16, 15, and 14 at the top. So, like I said, he's got really, really elite K stuff against lefties. The guys that have like around a 15% K rate, he should be able to strike out at the top of the lineup. It gets even better for him at the bottom of the lineup, and then he does have a very, very long leash. Lucas Giolito, he is a workhorse. He does have some hard contact issues, but the pitch count is there. 104, 94, 103, 92. You can see 7 runs last time against Houston. He only pitched 85 pitches, but he got blown up in that game, and Vegas not expecting him to have too much difficulties in this one. Baltimore only has a 4.12 implied total, so it's really just about him not getting blown up because the leash is there, and I really do like where his K-prop is set at today over here on Prizepicks. So pick number 2, we're going to be rocking with the over 5 strikeouts for Lucas Giolito. That's pick number 2. Pick number 3, we're going to talk about Miles Mikolas taking on the Chicago Cubs. Miles Mikolas is another guy with a really long leash. He doesn't exactly have the most elite K stuff in the world. However, it's pretty respectable. The swing strike stuff not the best, but the K rate's not bad at all. I mean, he's got an 18.8% K rate overall, 8% swing strike rate. That's also not dreadful. 18.5% K rate against righties and a 19.1% K rate against lefties, so consistent across the board. And once again, a guy that has a really, really long leash, and he gets to take on a very K-heavy team today, so I think that's going to help him with his case as far as racking up some strikeouts. 109, 108, 99 pitches respectively. He's taken on the Chicago Cubs team a few times throughout the season. Last time he faced them, he had 6 strikeouts. The time before that he faced them, he had 9 strikeouts. The time before that he faced them, he only had 4 earlier on in the season. But the last 2 times, he's really had a lot of strikeouts, and I expect that trend to continue in this one because the Chicago Cubs strike out a ton. They've added some power to their lineup with a guy like Franmil Reyes, but he's just added more strikeouts. You got Zach McKinstry in there. This lineup just Ks a ton. You factor in that this guy's going to throw like 100-plus pitches. I like his odds of being able to rack up 5-plus strikeouts. He's set at a 4.5 K prop on Prizepicks. Starting from the bottom up with Morel, he's got a 31% K rate. Then McKinstry, 31%, 33%, 11, 35, 30, 22, 21, and 16 at the top. I mean, you don't run into lineups that have a 30+% K rate this often with guys. Morel, McKinstry, Wisdom at the top, all 30+. Franmil Reyes, Seiya Suzuki in the middle of the order, all 30+ against right-handed pitching. And then Ian Happ, Willson Contreras are still 21+. Nico Hoerner's only an 11% K guy, and Nick Madrigal at the top is only a 16% K guy. But there's a lot of strikeouts, man. Miles Mikolas throws so many pitches. And like I said, very respectable K stuffs. And the beautiful thing is he only has a 4.5% walk rate as well. He does not walk people. So he's going to go right at these hitters. And with the amount of swing and misses in their bats, I really like his odds of racking up those 5+ strikeouts. So pick number 3, we're going to be rocking with the over 4.5 strikeouts for Miles Mikolas. Pick number 3. Pick number 4, we're going to talk about Zach Gallen taking on the Kansas City Royals, who traded away a lot of their talented assets at the trade deadline. They've also got a really K-heavy lineup. Zach Gallen has been fantastic as of late, and he's got some pretty good swing strike stuff as well. Looking at his rates, he's got a 25.1% K rate overall with a 9.8% swing strike rate. Very respectable with a 24.5% K rate against righties and a 25.8% K rate against lefties. So K rate actually does tick up a little bit against lefties. Really respectable to both sides of the plate, though. And like I said, this Royals lineup is not looking too pretty these days. And they do have definitely some strikeouts in their bats. Starting from the bottom up with Waters, he's got a 25% K rate, and then 14, 23, 35, 25, 18, 26, 21, and 27 at the top. And like I said, his K rate does tick up against lefties. He's pretty consistent across the board, but being that there's a nice mixed blend in the lineup, definitely want to make sure that he Ks both sides of the plate, and he does. And then lastly, the pitch count, once again, way up there for Zach Gallen. He's going to be right up around 100 pitches. You can see 99, 103, 103, 93 pitches. The strikeouts as of late have been very good. 8, 6, and 12 the last 3 times out. So the recent form is looking fantastic. He gets to go into Kansas City. Kansas City only has a 3.57 implied total. I think Zach Allen's able to continue his K ways tonight. I like the over 5.5 strikeouts for him as pick number 4. And pick number 5, we're going to be kicking it on over to the other side of this game. We're talking about Brady Singer because he gets to take on a very left-handed heavy lineup in the Arizona Diamondbacks that have some decent K rates. And Brady Singer has really good K rates against left-handed hitting. Overall, he's got a 25.6% K rate overall. He's got a 10% swing strike rate, 20.9% K rate to those righties, and then a 30.5% K rate to lefties. So similar to what we talked about with Lucas Giolito, elite K stuff against left-handed hitting. And he's going to get to face a lot of them today in this Arizona Diamondbacks lineup. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lefties. Keep in mind, his K rate is pretty respectable to those righties as well with a 20.9% K rate. So it's not like we're too worried about him completely falling off a cliff when it comes to those right-handed bats. And then when we're reading off these Arizona Diamondbacks K rates, starting from the bottom up to Perdomo, he's got a 23% K rate overall, and then 19, 19, 22, 21, 20, 18, 25, and 15. So consistently 20+% K rates all throughout. And once again, Brady Singer is another guy that has a very long leash. I expect him to be in the game, through 6, 7 innings and rack up 6+ strikeouts, which he's done the last 3 times out. 99, 102, 99 pitches respectively, 6, 7, and 7 strikeouts. I expect that trend to continue tonight. Pick number 5, going to be rocking with the over 5.5 strikeouts for Brady Singer. And that is my 5 picks to get you winning some money over here on Prize Picks in MLB tonight, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. If you haven't checked out the premium content packages, I don't know what you're waiting for. Got a bunch more picks over there, guys. So, well worth it, especially the VIP member package. You're going to get unlimited picks on all apps. That's where it's at. It's well worth the value. You're investing $50 to make a lot more than that every month for the amount of hours I put in the night, in the early morning. I'm grinding. It's well worth the value. That's all I got to say. So if you haven't signed up for that, you're missing out. But that's all, man. If you haven't signed up for Prize Picks, sign up today. Use that promo code KJK DFS. Get that instant match. Wishing you all the best of luck. Use that free money offer if you haven't already to win some money on these picks. Love this ticket today. Looking to go 5-0. And we will see you in the next one.